Many men admire the idea of being a Sigma male. The image of a self-sufficient, independent, and mysterious man who follows his own path is appealing. However, simply calling yourself a Sigma male does not make it true. True Sigma males do not chase labels or seek validation. Their actions, mindset, and way of life naturally set them apart. If you engage in certain behaviors, you are not embodying the true essence of a Sigma male. In fact, these habits reveal insecurity, neediness, and a lack of self-mastery. A real Sigma male operates with quiet confidence and does not feel the need to prove anything to anyone. In this video, we will uncover 7 habits that completely disqualify you from being a true Sigma male. If you truly want to develop confidence, independence, and quiet strength, it is time to recognize and eliminate these behaviors. 1. Seeking validation from others. A true Sigma male does not seek validation from others because his sense of worth comes from within. If you constantly look for approval, compliments, or reassurance from people around you, you are not embodying the independent mindset of a Sigma male. This behavior shows insecurity and a reliance on external opinions to define your value. Seeking validation can take many forms. It might be the need for constant praise on social media, excessive concern about how others perceive you, or adjusting your behavior just to be liked. When you depend on others to feel good about yourself, you give away control over your confidence and happiness. The moment someone disapproves of you, your self-esteem crumbles. A Sigma male never allows external opinions to dictate his self-worth. Instead of chasing approval, focus on self-mastery and internal confidence. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you do not need anyone else to confirm your value. Work on developing a strong mindset that is based on personal growth, discipline, and self-respect. People respect those who do not crave validation because confidence is built through actions, not words. 2. Trying too hard to be different. A true Sigma male is naturally different because of his mindset and way of life, not because he forces himself to stand out. Trying too hard to be different is a sign of insecurity, not strength. If your goal is to be unique just for the sake of attention, you are not truly independent. Some people think that rejecting every social norm, dressing in an unusual way, or going against the crowd automatically makes them a Sigma male. In reality, forcing yourself to be different is still a form of seeking validation. It shows that you care too much about what others think because your identity is based on their reactions. A Sigma male does not concern himself with standing out or blending in. He simply lives according to his own principles. Instead of focusing on being different, focus on being authentic. Live by your own values without feeling the need to prove anything to others. If you naturally think and act differently from the majority, that is fine. But if you are making choices just to appear unique, you are still letting others control your identity. True confidence comes from knowing yourself and living with purpose, not from trying to impress people with how different you are. 3. Constantly talking about being a Sigma male. A true Sigma male does not need to constantly announce or prove that he is one. If you find yourself always talking about being a Sigma male, explaining how independent you are, or trying to convince others that you fit the role, then you are missing the point. True confidence and self-reliance do not require validation from others. People who constantly bring up the Sigma male concept often do so because they are still seeking recognition. They want others to acknowledge their uniqueness and independence. But a real Sigma male does not care whether people understand him or not. He simply lives according to his own values without feeling the need to label himself. The more you talk about being a Sigma male, the more you reveal that you are still attached to external approval. Instead of focusing on the label, focus on the mindset. Live with quiet confidence, make your own decisions, and embrace independence without needing to explain yourself. True strength is shown through actions, not words. 4. Avoiding all social interaction out of fear. Many people mistake social avoidance for independence. A true Sigma male values solitude, but he does not avoid social interaction out of fear or insecurity. If you find yourself constantly avoiding people because you are afraid of judgment, rejection, or discomfort, then this is not a sign of strength. It is a sign that fear controls your decisions. Independence is about choosing solitude because you enjoy it, not because you are running away from social situations. A confident and self-reliant person knows how to interact with others when necessary. He understands that relationships, even if limited, can be useful and meaningful. Completely shutting people out due to anxiety or insecurity is not the behavior of someone who is truly in control of his own life. Growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. If you avoid social interaction because it makes you uncomfortable, you are letting fear dictate your choices. A real Sigma male does not allow fear to define him. He chooses his interactions wisely. But he is not afraid to face challenges or deal with people when needed. 5. Blaming others for your problems. Blaming others for your problems is one of the biggest signs that you lack personal responsibility. A true Sigma male does not waste time making excuses or pointing fingers when things go wrong. Instead, he takes full ownership of his actions, decisions, and circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable, but shifting blame onto others only weakens your ability to grow and improve. When you blame others, you give away your power. You become a victim of your circumstances instead of the master of your own destiny. A strong and independent person understands that while not everything is within his control, his reactions and choices always are. Even when external factors create difficulties, he focuses on what he can do to overcome them rather than complaining about what went wrong. Taking responsibility means accepting that your successes and failures are the results of your own decisions. Instead of blaming society, bad luck, or other people, a Sigma male looks for ways to adapt, improve, and keep moving forward. This mindset is what separates those who are truly self-sufficient from those who only pretend to be. If you find yourself constantly blaming others for your problems, it is time to shift your mindset and start taking full control of your life. 6. Letting emotions control your decisions. A true Sigma male does not let emotions dictate his choices. He understands that emotions are a natural part of being human, but he also recognizes their potential to cloud judgment and lead to poor decisions. Many people react impulsively based on anger, frustration, or fear, only to regret their actions later. A Sigma male, however, remains composed and rational even in difficult situations. Instead of making choices driven by temporary emotions, he takes a step back to assess the situation logically. He understands that acting out of anger can damage relationships. Making decisions out of fear can limit opportunities. And allowing sadness to take over can lead to stagnation. While others may lash out, make rash commitments, or withdraw completely, a Sigma male practices emotional control and calculated thinking. This does not mean he suppresses his emotions. Instead, he acknowledges them, understands their cause, and chooses his response carefully. He might feel anger, but he does not let it push him into unnecessary conflicts. He might feel disappointment, but he does not let it discourage him from pursuing his goals. He channels his emotions into productive actions rather than letting them take control. Developing emotional discipline is essential for maintaining power over one's own life. When a person allows emotions to rule them, they become unpredictable, easily manipulated, and more prone to making choices that do not serve their long-term well-being. A Sigma male refuses to be controlled in this way. Instead, he remains steady, patient, and strategic in all aspects of life. 7. Seeking revenge instead of growth. A Sigma male understands that seeking revenge is not a productive use of his energy. When faced with betrayal or mistreatment, many individuals feel the urge to get back at those who wronged them. This desire for revenge can stem from feelings of hurt, anger, or the need to restore one's sense of pride. However, a true Sigma male does not allow these emotions to dictate his behavior. Instead of plotting revenge, he focuses on growth and self-improvement. He knows that seeking revenge can only lead to further conflict, damage, and emotional turmoil. It pulls him into a cycle of negativity, keeping him stuck in the past and hindering his personal development. A Sigma male, on the other hand, sees challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. He understands that people who wrong him are simply reflections of their own issues and struggles. He does not waste his time trying to change them or get even with them. Instead, he focuses on his own evolution, mentally, emotionally, and professionally. By learning from the situation and growing stronger as a result, he makes himself unshakable. Revenge only feeds resentment, but growth feeds power and resilience. A Sigma male is not concerned with proving anything to others or showing them that they've made a mistake. He is more focused on maintaining his peace of mind and continuing his journey toward greater self-mastery. Instead of carrying the weight of grudges and regrets, He lets go of the past and uses it as fuel to reach new heights. The true power comes from within, and a Sigma male knows that his energy is best spent on advancing his own life, not on trying to hurt others. Revenge is a distraction, and it is a sign of weakness. Growth, on the other hand, is a clear path to true strength and lasting fulfillment.